The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Finishing up their visit with Mordenkainen, Noctra, Tielen, Mr. Joshua, and Calvin make their way to the hold of an ancient deceased dragon. JJ leads Mickie, Kurt, Chris, and Joe further into our Curse of Strahd adventure. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, and welcome back to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Stitcher Radio, Google+, Bing. You know, I say that every time, Mickie. I just realized that the other day that I haven't updated the Google+ page in like 30 episodes, so I got to get around to doing that.
You're fired.
I should be fired.
Do we have a Spotify account yet?
No, we don't have Spotify.
Okay.
We might have to check that out then. We're on TuneIn Radio, so all of you fancy technology folks out there with the Amazon Echo, the Alexa thing like I have, you can actually tell your Alexa to play Adventures from the Shed from TuneIn Radio, and you get to hear us just like that. Nice. But anyway, we're going to go around the table and say hi, and we'll start with...
Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I play Noctra in this campaign, the Human Paladin of Vengeance.
Hey, this is Kurt. I am playing Tielen, the chaotic, good, half-elf wild mage sorcerer.
That's
mysterious man in black.
Well, you had it.
And the sometimes plant.
With a staff of power.
And I'm occasionally a freaking plant, you know? I mean, it's just crazy.
With a Boston accent.
Potted plant.
It's throwing me across a freaking room.
This is Chris. I'm playing Mr. Joshua, the Were-Raven, member of the Order of the Feather.
And I am Joe. I am playing Calvin of Gopalorism.
And today I'll be playing Davian Mardikov, Strahd, and a couple of druids.
So
the
we're going
voice
to
you
see
previously
Strahd
heard
again
was
today?
JJ.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows my voice by now.
All right, and we, as usual, haven't played in about a month. So in our recap, Chris is actually going to do the recap for us, and he's going to cover a little bit of the last 3 episodes, but lead us right into where we're starting today. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. The adventurers met Mr. Joshua back in... Is it Valaki?
Valaki,
when the Blue Water Inn was destroyed by Strahd the night before, and he kind of roped him into a little side mission of his own to get him to go to the town of Berez to fight Baba Lasaga and her pile of scarecrows, and we dispatched them quite easily, I thought, actually. Not too bad. And then we sought the Mad Mage, who turned out to be Mordenkainen. We helped him out with his little memory problems. And then he hooked us up with a nice little magnificent mansion action.
With any luck, he'll remember.
So now we have a party house whenever we want it.
Took a little work to get up to his house on the cliff.
Yeah, and then we thought it was going to go bad, and it actually went pretty well for us.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be like, get off my lawn, and then fireballs.
You kids, get off my lake!
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Cool. So I think... if I remember right, and I think I do because we were just listening to the very end of the last episode a few minutes ago, but we were leaving the wizard's mansion. He had given us a mansion, as Chris mentioned, and we were going to head to the Dragon Tower, properly named Argynvost. And we had some questions about checking in on Irina, and I don't know if we were actually going to do that or not. Who wants to step in? Kurt, step up to the plate. You've been pumped and ready for, 3 hours, you said?
So pumped and ready.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the issue was whether we do need to check in on Irina or whether we feel like the Order of the Feather has her covered and taken care of.
I mean, as far as I last heard, things are good to go. But I do want to get the gem back to the winery regardless because, that's business.
And that was a gem we pulled out of, it was the motor hut. And Lasagna's hut.
Yeah. It was the battery for the hut.
Right, so for potential missions, we have Argynvost and we have Perez.
Winery, yeah. And I don't know what other snippets you guys had previously.
There are these doll heads that keep following Calvin around.
We're just walking around.
They're just doll heads?
Doll heads. Wherever they're sitting, their eyes follow Calvin and only Calvin, and it freaks them out.
Are you the only one that can see them?
Other people can see them.
Off the wheel.
JJ, in terms of travel, could we go to the winery and then back to Argynvost?
Not quickly. They are going in separate directions.
Okay.
Do we want to do Argynvost first and then the winery?
Well, Mr. Joshua over here, I know, feels strongly that he would like to deal with the winery, but
I think he's overruled.
okay.
Go Baylor.
What?
He's like, what?
Taylor doesn't get a vote.
We can promise you that we'll take care of that. But
Have we figured out
Unless
how
I
to
have
use
any
the-
people I could transfer the gem to, any people that work for me in the area.
Have we figured out how to use the gem? Like, can we use it
we
at
know
all?
how to we know how to use it for
You-
the
yeah,
wine, but
The order does, but can we, like the party, tap into the
I
powers of the
have
gem?
no idea. Not sure what kind of
Has
magic
anyone
it
tried?
contains. That's not my.
I don't know. Somebody with Arcana?
That's not my bag, baby. I don't know.
I mean, I can check if
It's
Yeah,
not
sure.
bad.
Give me an Arcana check.
that would be
You gotta pull out some dice.
If
Oh
I
yeah,
had-
Kurt
if
didn't
I
bring
had-
his dice today.
I brought everything.
I got some Arcana action.
Here,
Go for
Kurt,
it.
we can share my dice
Oh, look
today.
at that,
20?
a 10.
You did a lot better than I.
Yeah, natural 20?
No, I'm not that cool.
Are you trained in Arcana?
Yes.
All right. With that, then, yeah, you know that this gem is infused with powerful transmutation magic. It has, basically given life to the vineyards at the winery for centuries almost. And that is what allowed the shack to come alive. Is what she was using to animate the scarecrows. She was imparting a little bit of the gem's magic into the scarecrows to animate them. So this looks like it's a gem that can take the inanimate and turn it into a living thing.
Since we've had it, Tielen has been more animated.
That's true.
Interesting.
It's true.
Maybe he really is a real boy now.
Ah, can we stick it on the end of your staff of power?
And watch it grow.
It is an incredible staff.
I like it.
I think the problem is that Tielen doesn't have a Wylena to bring out the best in him.
That's a good point.
We have to
or the
hook-
worst.
or the worst.
Hey, if it comes down to it, though, and it's us against Strahd in the last minute, you got to break that staff over your knee. You do it.
That's right. That's right.
Bring it over to his face.
Try it now so we know what's going to happen first.
Right. I do have an important kind of
Test run.
metagaming question.
Okay.
Do we use any of components for spells?
I am not a stickler for materials, so
So I don't have to have a drop of giant slug bile to cast Vitriolic Sphere in this session?
no.
Sweet.
Nor
Well,
do you,
you can
need
say
the
you
anal
do,
glands
right?
of a rambunctious doe to cast.
Anal glands of a
I actually have those.
rambunctious doe. You have those in your back pocket, right?
Don't
It's easy for ravens to get those.
I
You'd
do
be
love
surprised.
that.
You don't want to know.
I mean, we've never used materials, but I mean, a drop of giant slug bile, that sounds like a whole adventure to go
is
find that
cool.
so you
Right?
can cast your spell.
Yeah.
But
I think
if
I've only done it for like wish spells, like because you need the die, like all this stuff.
Yeah,
It's high money.
If it has a material cost greater than 10 grand,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to cast that spell willy nilly.
Right. All right, I'm good.
Now you can say you have it because it sounds cool.
Right.
You,
So-
you reach into your component pouch, grab some slug bile.
That's some good flavor there.
Well, slug bile is pretty good flavor.
You sprinkle it over your bread in the morning.
So let's remind our listeners, and by remind our listeners, I mean remind us.
You don't listen to this.
I bet you that slug bile tastes like Vegemite.
Ew.
Argynvost is the ancient fortress that was guarded or created by a silver dragon,
Correct. Whose name was Argon.
hence Argynvost. Funny how that works.
That's crazy.
Is there anything else that we know about the place?
Mr. Joshua knows that, being a resident of Barovia anyways, he would know that it's actually still protected by the Paladin Order that worked underneath the dragon. Unfortunately, they're all undead revenants now.
Right, and that's the revenant that came across our path as a kind of a random encounter a while back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are they likely to interfere with the party if we go there? I can't remember why we're even going there. Sorry.
It was one of the prophecies.
Yes.
What-
Thank you.
Man,
What was
hold
the
on. Wait,
prophecy?
hold.
I
We
don't
need to
remember
recognize this moment that Mickie
Oh, yeah.
remembered.
Well, not only that Mickie remembered, but Joe is, as a player, is horrible at keeping the game material in his
Thank you.
head.
Thank you very much.
It is remarkable.
Now, when we're talking about it while we're not playing, I remember everything.
Exactly, but as soon as you
Yeah.
get into character,
Yeah,
it's just
forget
like,
it. I'm done.
Go Paylor.
Go Paylor.
He's
What does
channeling
Calvin have
Calvin.
like a -1 to intelligence or something?
Exactly.
You know, I
So it
think it
kinda works
does.
out.
Yeah.
He's channeling.
So the
it.
prophecy was welcomed at birth, outcast by choice.
That was a different prophecy.
It's a different campaign.
I keyed.
Oh, he's funny.
We're
He's
so
funny.
What's the
sorry.
Argynvost prophecy?
Who put the gem up his
I
ass?
don't remember offhand. I could look it up real quick.
Oh, I'll find it.
What made the group decide that?
It
we need to
was
check
from
that
the
out?
gypsy fortune teller.
From the
lady.
Gypsy Fortune Teller, exactly.
They weren't gypsies.
They're not gypsies.
They're
They're
Vistani.
Vistani.
yes, they're
crying out loud.
which is a type of pasta, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's it goes in the mama lasagna.
As long as it's not
It goes in the mama lasagna. Well done. But
sorry,
yeah.
our
So
listeners
when
at
we
home
had
are just
our
like, come on.
when we had our card reading, one of the places that she said we ought to be going, because we're the heroes, and the whole idea was if you're going to defeat Strahd, these are things that you ought to look into.
Is it
Exactly.
like an artifact location or something like that.
We expect to find some, I guess, for the easy way to put it, some plot point in each
Yeah.
one of these places, whether it be an artifact or a clue or something that helps us to be able to defeat Strahd.
Right.
Makes sense.
So in that, the
So I believe the prophecy
Aspen
was
Boast
the
or whatever.
treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted.
I'll believe that.
Yeah, so that makes sense with the revenants. Yeah.
So we need to go there and clean it again. I guess we got to go clean house.
Let's
Gotta
do
go
it.
clean house.
All right.
Man, I hope this is a dungeon crawl
Okay,
because Tielen just wants to shoot some stuff.
All right.
we
Is
can do
Kurt
that.
saying that, or is Tielen like, man, I hope this is a dungeon crawl?
No, I mean Tielen. So
I'm so down.
Yeah, my background is like monster hunter. That's why I exist.
yeah,
is to
that's
go and purge the world of monsters.
So as we walk, we're heading out to
Now,
Dragon
remember, though,
Boss.
you gotta
Yeah.
be careful with the area effects stuff. We're going to be in tight quarters.
That's true.
You
That's
guys
true.
had a fantastic night's rest in Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. There's unseen servants inside there who cater to your every whim.
Every
Like,
whim.
Every whim.
Everywhere. Oh,
Wow.
well,
Wait,
now.
did you say a rim?
Do we? Is it like unlimited casting of Mage Hand while
What
you're
is
in
the
the
basically-
what does the outside of this look like to somebody coming upon it, though?
It is fairly translucent, so until you're close enough to see the distortion in the air, it is invisible for all intents and purposes.
Perfect.
That carpet, however, remains on the ground, and if it does get destroyed, the mansion gets destroyed.
Oh,
So
that's good
that
to know.
carpet
What
is
if you
your
break
only-
your staff over your knee inside the mansion while somebody's destroying a
That
carpet?
would be bad.
Don't open your portable bag of holding or
Yeah.
portable hole.
So anytime we use it, we're going to put a sign right at the carpet that says "No soliciting."
No solicitations, please.
Keep people
Wait,
out.
no.
Yeah, and
How-
for those
right.
at home, the joke is that my staff of power, in a moment of desperation, I can break it over my knee, and basically all the charges in the staff are released at once, and it has a potentially cataclysmic effect.
Annihilation.
Yeah,
So you doing it?
Totally.
let's just wake up and have a little Russian roulette.
Why not?
Let's figure out how long does it take to get there from where we are.
It's going to take the better part of a day.
Okay.
You guys are north of the
Lake, right?
Lake Zurich,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to travel about 8 hours to get back down south to Argynvost. You almost, when you say you have to swallow the O, like Argynvost.
Okay.
So are you going to tell us about your book as we're walking?
My black book.
Yeah.
It's where I keep the numbers of all the people I have inside the mansion during the night where all of my wishes
so
are designed.
is that your version of D&D Tinder? Do you like
So-
flip left or
So
flip
the
right?
book was empty until last night.
That's right. And now all the pages are full.
I see why you never talked about it before.
Tinderbox.
Tinder.
Swipe left.
Do we have to get horses or anything? Or are we?
Horses are definitely not something that exists. It is
They still don't exist?
It is an
still
on-foot
don't.
sort of
It's
place.
been another day. There's still no horses.
No one's
There's
crying.
still no horses. Unfortunately, the Vistani have all the horses.
Save a horse. Ride a cowboy.
Did a
I mean,
cowboys
you could
around?
ride a were-raven.
So here's the thing about D&D. Every time we're like, how far is it? And it's like, well, it's 4 hours, it's 8 hours, it's 19 days. It's really just a question of how many random encounters are there along the way, right?
Exactly.
What
exactly.
shall we do before we arrive?
It's actually going to be a fairly quiet trip.
Oh.
Good.
Yes, like
That never
eerily
happens.
calm. Like you get the that impression that someone's watching you,
I always feel like that.
right? That's just Paylor, though. He lives vicariously through you.
I could be. Who would be paying attention to that because Calvin would not?
To that sense of
I mean, if you guys
somebody
want to
watching
carry my
us?
clothes, I can do like an Overwatch flying above ahead of you guys.
I like that idea.
I have
So
my
you
winged
scout?
boots too, so the two of us could go up there.
You guys scout,
Yeah.
and I get to deal with Calvin on the
Do
ground.
I need
I was
to
gonna say-
carry your clothes as well, Tielen? Do you want to go naked?
No, Tielen is perfectly happy to get
Just
up
the
and not
boots.
have to listen to proselytizing about Paylor and
Go
his
Paylor.
divine light.
Yes.
So,
So, Noctra, while they are gone, did I ever tell you that the term Go Paylor is normally mistaken as a cheer, but it actually derived from the original Go to the Light of Paylor?
Oh my God! No, you haven't.
Go
but
Baylor.
I'm sure you're going to tell me more.
Well, first
Over
we will let
and
JJ tell
over
them
again.
what they see.
High above the river valley just juts a quiet promontory upon which it looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
That's what you guys see.
Pretty grim and foreboding.
So you get to talk about it.
Oh,
I want to
dear.
do like a fly the perimeter to see if I paying attention to entryways, exits,
Okay.
any sentries, things like that. Kind of get like a I don't know. I know I can't get a layout of the place to go, but kind of like a. how
I
it's
would
set up,
definitely
you know?
not describe the hold as actively guarded. So there's no sentries, no one doing patrols or anything like that.
Gotcha.
So we approach stealthily,
All right.
right?
In the courtyard in front of the hold is a great dragon statue towering about 20 feet tall. And
That's pretty cool.
And through a quirk of the masonry, the dragon's eyes seem to follow you no matter where you move.
Oh, crap. Is there a doll in there?
Can someone make sure that this thing isn't going to come alive any second now?
so this is interesting. So you had asked about my book, which you've obviously noticed that the black book I check in the morning. So I've had this book for years, and the thing is, every night when I wake up, a new page is completed in it, and the book somehow records whatever it is that I dreamed about the night before.
That's
And I don't even remember my dreams usually, but I can read what I dreamed about. Sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't. And look at what was in last night.
What was in last night?
So if you have the black book and you read it, the description of my dream is essentially you walk through halls, ancient halls, deserted, quiet, foreboding, evil following you everywhere, eyes you cannot avoid and escape. And at the end of you read the page and you read it, and at the end it has with me falling unconscious or dead at the end of a hall.
Fantastic. So we need to.
That's
keep
why I
you
was in
out of
such a good
holes.
mood this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sometimes the book,
Nice.
Sometimes the
I
book
dreamt about.
actively predicts your death. Sometimes it's a little bit less
Sometimes
clear.
it's like you had three maidens dressed like Vistani, licking you all over, and then you wake up. And sometimes it's things like evil eyes following you around hallways and courtyards inside.
Sometimes you read the book, sometimes the book reads you.
Sometimes it's Maybelline.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
So the fact that that there were the sense that I was being watched and followed, these eyes on this dragon kind of creeped me out.
So do you want to blast the dragon?
I mean, it looks like a statue. I don't know that we want to waste the energy on that, but
Okay.
So this is the map of
Move
the
your
ground
bed in.
floor.
So we are outside here. We have the map. That looks like the dragon statue
Yep.
here.
And the dragon's actually facing the stairs.
Okay, so the dragon is facing that way.
So it's got its back to whatever path we just walked in on.
Facing the stairs. Interesting.
That's interesting.
Does it look like it spins on the pedestal? Or
It doesn't look like it moves on the pedestal, but you're as a rogue, your trap sense is tingling. Because like the
Check.
dragon is facing the stairs with its mouth open.
So as soon as somebody steps on those stairs,
Yeah, okay.
rotisserie adventure.
What is a silver dragon?
It's a silver
do?
dragon, so it's actually frostbite.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, I want to
Freeze
see if
dried.
I could figure something out here. Then.
Rotisserie?
Freeze-dried adventure.
Is it in? It's not inside. Is it?
Just doesn't sound right.
Can I throw pick up?
Investigation is how you
Yeah.
inspect for traps.
While he does that, can I pick up a rock
20,
and throw it
not
on
natural.
the stairs?
You're rolling nice.
Damn.
20, all right.
That's two 17s in a row.
So you're poking around, and you think that this dragon at one time would have cast Cone of Cold on anybody entering or ascending those stairs uninvited, but the magic has long since dissipated. It's the transmutation spell to do the thing is there, but there's nothing powering it anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we're okay here.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think maybe going in the way where the ruins are, maybe going in that way might still be safe.
Tielen, I think I dropped a coin on the stairs. Can you go check?
I was going to say, Tielen uses winged boots to fly up over the line of the dragon's sight and land on the top of the stairs, if that's cool.
Okay.
If that's cool. Not if I can, but if it's cool.
Although I have to
Oh,
tell
it's
you,
going to be cool. All
It's
right.
gonna be cool.
winged boots aren't quite as cool. Now that I have 4th level spells, I have, hang on, let me look what I picked here. What is it called?
Switching from the porn tab to...
No porn yet. It's really early.
That's never stopped them before.
Yeah. What,
I mean,
don't
what's
get
what's
it.
so wrong with Wake and Spank?
Oh, now I
I
have.
love a good porn in the morning.
It tastes like victory.
Tastes like
I now have Dimension Door,
Oh, nice.
which
Yeah.
makes winged boots seem like child's play.
Yeah, but it's a 4th level spell,
It is.
which you would use just so you don't have to fly with your boots.
No.
Okay. So the boots are still kind of useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
I
did.
wouldn't mind checking
cool.
out the ruined area first. Just to,
Can
See
you
what's
put
The ruined area. Okay.
looks like a separate building, and then
So the that ruined area over there, it looks like it might have once been a stable. And the descriptive text is, "Here lie the blackened beams of a wooden stable, burned to a stone foundation. Looming above the wreckage is the partially collapsed south end of the mansion, all 3 of its floors exposed to the elements."
see there was horses once.
There were. They're long gone.
So did I understand that correctly? Is the roof open? Is that what you're saying?
Right
Yeah,
here.
on- along that side.
of the
Yeah.
map.
So all 3 floors can be seen from that side of the
Gotcha.
Holt.
So would this be the stable over
That's the
there?
stable, yeah.
All right. So it's like what was look like a wooden structure off to the side. What about this part of the Argynvost that was decimated?
Rubble
the
is
stone
strewn
rubble?
throughout much of this vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them are a great many giant spiders.
Spiders. That's exactly what we needed.
What do you mean by giant spiders? Like this or like?
We're talking like each one could eat a human for a meal.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
Can we light them on fire?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Flamethrower.
I think we could just avoid them by going in the other door.
Yeah, but we might end it up later.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather.
But now that we know they're
I don't
there.
want anything sneaking up behind me.
And they might be protecting like cool treasure.
All right. So Tielen wants to kill something.
I mean, I'm a monster hunter.
Don't you have fireball?
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
Is that a
too.
cantrip?
he's got the cranked
no,
up fireball.
Firebolt is a cantrip.
Fireball with the staff, though.
Yeah, but I only have 1 charge of that. It's 5th level. Do we want to waste that now?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Firebolt them.
I have the fire of Palor.
You have the
fireball
fire.
as well. Fireball
Okay,
of Palor.
so what if
Palor's
you make a
fireballs.
fireball
Yes.
and we figure out a way to sling it at? Can you sling your fire?
That's like a flame striker.
I could.
I've got Firebolt. You've got Palor's Light. Let's.
I have fireball. Yes.
I mean,
We
there's
make-
spiders. I'm not gonna feel bad about killing some spiders.
Okay.
Fry them.
Let us cook some spiders.
All right. you stand there and you kind of watch, and you hear the chittering every now and then, and you count about 9 spiders.
9 spiders.
That's
Brian,
a lot.
But
of
you guys
spider
do
legs.
know that webs are incredibly flammable.
All you got to do is light one of them up. Light them up.
Yeah. Do I even have to roll to hit a web?
No. If you
Firebolt?
if you use firebolt, yes, I would say that.
All right.
AOE is going to light it on fire automatically,
It's gonna
but
be one of those
Wah,
fucking
wah,
days.
wah. He
I rolled a
2.
2
Oh, that's not a 1.
plus 10 is this 12
Hey, just hitting
to
the
hit
web.
the web.
Just hit webs.
I mean, come on. I'm a sorcerer. Like I should be able to hit a web.
I'm going to make the web's AC at least what the spider's AC is, and no.
What I will do
Good
is
job.
Just go home.
You're
Calvin
fired.
will conjure the flaming sphere of Palor and allow it to walk around and set things on fire.
Okay, so you're gonna move it around and light.
I will use 1 second-level spell for Flaming Sphere,
Okay.
which allows me to take a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire, and I'm able to move it around and up to 30 feet per round for, let's see, how long does this thing last? Up to a minute.
Right. And the webs do start to crackle and go up into flames. In the flash burn of the webs, 2 spiders perish. The other 7 begin to rush you.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, I will duck behind Tielen.
Right. Initiatives.
Well, now I roll a 19.
I picked up the 2 then. Nice.
All right. What's my modifier on that?
You got it, Mickey?
Yes.
All right.
Now I roll crappy.
He rolled
So
poo.
it-
I'm a 22.
22.
Raven I have, actually, I can't remember what my modifier was. I have a
Chris?
modifier of 1, so 3.
Chris?
10.
10. Awesome sauce.
Sauce? Oh, awesomeness.
Sauce of awesomeness. Where the hell's my initiative?
All the way at the top.
I'm looking. There it is.
Is it?
No, it's not there. What?
What's your dexterity?
hell?
Because it's, excuse me, it's
So
going
it's
to be
no,
based off of that number.
It's +0.
Yeah, it's just 0.
So with a +0, you still get a 19.
I still have a 19.
Yeah. That doesn't
Spiders
suck.
are on a 15.
So, Tielen, you're up.
I'm up first. And they're out of their webs now, right?
Yeah, some of them have taken fallen damage, and you can see that their carapace is cracked from falling potentially 3 stories to the ground.
And
Are
they're
any of them
probably
close
going
together?
to eat you.
Any of them like within 5 feet?
They're not close together, but they are converging on you guys.
Okay. I am going to use a cantrip Acid Splash,
Okay.
which I guess I have to. No,
Say
they make a
acid
dex
splash?
Acid Splash.
Acid splash. Woo.
I will articulate more clearly. They need to make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage.
Huh. That's what I'll be doing with fire, with the flaming sphere. Same thing.
A 16 for a dex saving throw.
And that's against my spell save, which is
Correct.
16.
That's what we didn't write up there, Kurt, was a spell
Spell
save
Right,
DC.
16 for me.
Let's
So
put, let's put
They,
that
they
on the
meet
last
it, so
column.
they take half damage.
they take half damage. Okay, so it'd be 2d6, right? 10, so they take 5. That's
Okay.
not a lot of fun at this level. Might have to whip out some real spells.
That's not so bad.
Whip it out, big boy.
Let's see.
Nostra's next.
Nostra?
Nostril.
She is a dame.
All right.
Nostra's a damus.
Nostradamus.
Ah.
I go up to the closest spider to me and whack it.
All right.
Double-handed attack.
All right. Do it. So they're charging you, and you're going to charge right back into the mouth of spiders.
I'm gonna
No
kick,
arachnophobia for Noctra.
kick some
I
ass.
wouldn't think so.
25.
25 will hit.
Good
Of course
gosh.
it'll hit.
Would you like to subtract the -5 before it?
Yeah, I said double-handed attack. Like
A
it's
power
power
attack.
attack.
I didn't know what double-handed because you have a 2-handed sword. It's always a double-handed attack.
Well, power attack.
okay.
So that would have been 20.
So it's a 20. Okay.
Would a 20 still hit?
20 still hits.
So that's 2d6 plus 7. So it's 5 plus 7, 12 plus 10, 22.
22 will spray ichor all over you
Ichor?
as you
That's nasty. I showered this morning.
slash one in half.
That makes me feel like my 5 damage wasn't really good.
So
Well, you didn't hit it with a lightsaber.
That's true.
do I get? I get a second attack.
You do get a second attack. You can use your your bonus action to get a second attack with your power attack thing.
Yeah. So next spider. Oh, not so good.
You got it. You got a plus hundo to hit.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
But it's power attack, so it's really 13.
Is 13, which will miss. It glances off of its carapace.
Bastard.
You got all icky.
I got all icky. My sword
Yeah.
slipped.
Now you get your last attack.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gets to go again. 18 on the die.
18 plus 10 minus 5.
That will hit.
Do the math.
Done.
Because I don't want to do it.
Equal spider hit.
Equals spider hit. So that is 6 plus 7, 11 plus 10, 21.
21. And you manage to slash this one vertically.
Dispatched two spiders.
Nice.
And she does, what was that wrestler that would do the X?
Triple H?
Yeah. She does the Triple H pelvic thrust.
That sounds like.
Are you going to tell
Noctra.
them to suck it?
To suck it.
Suck it.
And now it's the spider's turn.
All right.
Let's
They're
see if
going
they suck
to
it.
attempt to sink their fangs into you and suck out your meaty insides.
That should not have said suck it.
They will take that literally.
You're next.
All right. 20 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
All right. 7 damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
It's 15
Plus
plus my
ridiculous
awesomeness.
because, yeah.
19.
Yeah, we get bonuses and stuff near you as well.
All right. Second one is also 21 to hit.
Can kiss my Noctra
Another 7
ass.
damage.
Mhm.
And
And
another
another
Constitution saving throw.
Even higher.
All right.
I laugh at the spider.
The third one.
I pictured something like the venom goes in and your body rejects it and the wound closes back up.
Wait, you're immune to disease, not
Yes.
poison. The third one is a 19 to hit, another 7 damage, and another Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're pushing your luck.
I am.
But yeah, what does a 2 turn into? How
6.
far? You only have 4?
Yeah.
It turns into what?
6.
Nope. Turns into 12.
Because it's this one? It's
That's
a saving throw.
throws.
Ha 12.
The DC is 11.
Oh,
So unless you roll a 1, you cannot fail.
I love it.
Outstanding.
I love
Alright.
being this paladin of awesomeness.
One more bite attack. Natural 20.
Oh, no.
So 14 damage.
Shit.
And another saving throw. And let's see if that one rolls a 1.
It's a good thing you have like 90,000 hit points.
No.
All right. And the last one is going to...
How many fucking spiders are there?
There were 7. And you're the only one that charged up on them.
There's 5 left.
It turns around and sprays web at you.
Oh, nasty. It shat at me.
And that's a 19 to hit.
Yes.
She's
So
always getting
you
stuck in
are-
something.
Restrained. And you must make a strength check on your next action to rip apart the webbing. Otherwise, your movement is 0.
All right.
I
so
could
she's
burn
got
the webbing for you.
She's got to go Super Saiyan.
No, that's good. And
Mr.
then-
Joshua.
Mr. Joshua.
Take a pot shot at one that's closest to her, I guess.
Okay.
Try and shoot the webs away from her neck.
23.
23 will connect.
Very nice. It'll be 8 points of damage.
You do get your sneak attack because an ally is engaged with the creature.
Sure. So add all them dick-sided dice.
Well, damn.
Excited. Shit.
That's a D6, a dicks. You had 4 dicks
So
there.
25
It's
total.
a good
for
thing
the
we have a woman
damage.
here, because otherwise that would be a lot of dicks.
And have we reduced the number of dicks, even though there's a woman at the table? No.
No.
That will...
You throw your own penis in on every episode.
You managed to slaughter
All
that
right,
one.
excellent.
You took one down. Woohoo! 4 to go. Calvin.
Oh, hey.
Calvin's going to cast Burning Hands.
I'm actually going to let the flaming sphere continue. What I was trying to look at was I can use a bonus action to move it. So I'd like to move it near however many spiders I can get it near.
You could probably get it next to the one that shot its web at Noctra.
All right, so we're going to do that. As a bonus action, I'm going to move that.
And that's a DC...
Well, it's at the end of their turn. They make
Okay.
a dexterity saving
So
throw. If they're next to it at the end of their turn.
When the orb enters someone's square, they make a reflex save
So
as well.
I can move... Well, blah, blah, blah. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And that's it. Because I can move it up to 30 feet, but you have to have... I guess the idea is you have a chance of seeing the sphere coming towards you, and if you run away from it, then it doesn't hurt you. That's what it sounds like.
So that's your bonus.
And then I am going to take my action to try and free Noctra.
Okay.
Because she is more likely to kill them than I am.
A strength check then
All right.
to start ripping away
Let's
the
see how
weapon.
that works.
Alternatively, you could light it
9.
on fire.
9.
9.
Okay. But it's a valiant effort. Noctra,
see
get out of here. Get out of here.
Little Calvin is just pulling at it. Do it.
Can we make it so that because of that she gets advantage on her check? Is it 2 people helping?
No, because you didn't get it high enough to...
Then I take it back and all the spiders are dead.
Okay. Like, you didn't even get high enough to get an assist roll
All right.
on that.
I'm done then. But I'm there with
Tielen.
you. I'm there with you, man. So now the other thing about that, strategically, I position myself so I can use my warding flame and stuff to get in between. That's cool.
Right. And I can't just fireball them because Noctra's in there.
Well,
see
it
what
did stop
happens.
you
I
before.
mean, I've done it before, but I don't want to start out the day like that. Plus, you took a pretty good hit, right, from these spiders?
Yeah.
Like several.
I
They
mean,
just came
several
up and
hits.
Do you
bit
want a
at her.
level 5 fireball coming your way?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
She did.
And I'm like right with her now, pulling on her arm. So
All right. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb
Okay.
at, I think, just
the spiders, right?
first level.
Okay.
Do I have a sense for how much it takes to kill these bad boys? Roughly? I mean, I should know
Noctra
that.
was basically one-hitting them.
She was one hitting them. All right, so I'm just going to throw a
With
first
like
level.
20 points of damage.
And
You know it's serious when he moves the liquor glass out of the way.
Excuse me.
I got to get rolling here. So I'm just thinking, I'm going to throw.
Kurt was completely prepared to.
I have so many spells.
Yeah.
It's because he spends all his time
You
playing
see,
with his staff.
Kurt, I have mine. I've stretched them 5 feet across the table in front of me. All my spells are here.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to throw Chromatic Orb, which is a 4-inch diameter sphere at a creature I can see in range. I get to pick the damage.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question first.
If I want to use my meta magic, which
Yes.
that's what I was just trying to figure out while everyone was making fun of me. Because I can twin it, I can empower it, I get all this awesome stuff.
I would suggest twinning.
I would. It's exactly what I was looking for. So I can use
Did
sorcery
you just
points.
pull a Charlie Brown?
I think he did.
Wah, wah. Equal to the spell level to target a second creature in range, which is what I want to do. So I'm just going to use one of my sorcery points, twin that bad boy, and then I'm going to come back to Chromatic Orb. I think I want to use fire damage. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
dear. We're going to have a deep-fried Noctra in a second.
No, I'm not throwing it at the ones
okay.
next to I can hit 2 that aren't on top of her.
Yeah,
right?
but what happens when you roll a 1?
Okay. And I have to roll to hit, so
When he throws it, it drops behind him.
17 plus 10, 27.
Hits.
So that will hit for 3d8 damage.
Interesting.
Kurt?
Your mic.
Oh, hold on.
One
Wait.
second. And
All right, go back.
We're clear?
We're good.
3d8 damage.
That hasn't happened in a while.
6, 8, 14, and 1, 15 twinned.
You got to actually roll the hit for the second one.
Oh, I got to roll a hit?
All right, but you do perish one of them.
I'm at
Can
21.
I say it like that?
Yes, you did.
It has been perished.
I was
It has been perished. Like,
Which means
does that-
it has gone to church with
I
me.
English good.
21 to hit.
21 will connect.
Same damage, or do I roll again?
Roll damage again.
4, 6, and 8 is 14.
14. I will also perish that one.
2 down with 1 first level
So
spell.
you were
baby.
adding
Taking him
as
to
you went. It
church.
wasn't a 4 and a 6 and an 8. Because a 4, a 6, and an 8.
No, it was a 4, 2,
Okay.
and then an
Yeah.
8.
So
That's what I
I
figured.
wasn't
Exactly.
following. And
So
I
just to be
got
clear,
lost.
it took
Sorry.
me a minute to get there, but 1 first level spell, 2 dead spiders, bitches!
Yeah,
Pretty nice.
That's
You
not
should
bad.
teabag the ones you just killed.
Dude, yeah, I'm a little classier than that.
What? Hold on.
Not in the mansion you are.
Let's roll out the carpet and invite the spiders in. Let's see what happens.
All right, I'm done. I dropped the mic. Boom.
Noctra.
I have to do a strength check, right?
Correct.
It's not a bad idea for a trap, though.
Oh, shit.
A natural one.
A natural one.
Nice.
So you're not getting out of that.
I'm
web.
not getting on it anytime.
But see,
I'll be trying again.
But see, that's the thing is, Tielen has this special thing called Tides of Chaos, where he can grant allies advantage on a check.
I can. That's true. I have to spend a sorcery point, right? I can gain. Oh no, I regain it long. Yes. Okay.
But that won't allow me to re-roll.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will.
it lets you roll twice.
Unless you have
it.
advantage on the check.
Okay.
Yep. And then I can get it back at a long rest, or when the DM lets me roll on the wild magic table to turn me into a plant.
So are you going to do it?
Nice.
Are we
Yeah,
doing it?
man, go roll again. Oh, that's awesome. Way to use that. Way to use that Tides of Chaos to roll a 5.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Which is a 13,
13.
which is higher than a DC 11.
So,
Punk.
Good
All right,
enough.
you ow me, and you know what that means.
uh-oh.
What?
If the mansions
She
are
has to swipe
rocking.
left.
Nice.
All right, so now I am out of the...
You have freed yourself from that you're feeling inspired or lucky or whatever it is that his magic does to you.
I am
Yeah.
firmly convinced it was that last pull I did. That
Yeah,
gave you
that's
the-
what
So
it is.
I have no
Some-
more Tides of Chaos unless you ask me to roll.
Correct.
covered in webs.
Go, Pedro.
But do I get an action?
You've been covered in smug before. No, you don't actually, because that required your action.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Spiders.
Spiders. The last two are going to bite. With advantage.
Last two. What are they? do?
Oh, I don't think that 18 will connect.
18
Yeah.
connect.
Yes.
I can impose disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled a 13 on my first die, though.
Okay.
So,
The second one was a 9.
Okay, but if I make a disadvantage, then it would be the 9, right?
No, it'd be the 13. It'd be the first dice I rolled.
no.
No, you take the lower
Disadvantage.
one.
Lower one.
But they have advantage, so advantage and disadvantage
Oh, they
just
just
cancels
cancel.
out.
Right.
And the first dice was 13.
All right.
But I have an 18.
He
13
added
plus 5.
he added what he needed to get to your AC.
A second 13.
There you got hit.
Oh, a 19 too. All right.
So
So
fucking spiders.
Yeah.
Whose idea
14
was it to kill the spiders?
14 more
Not
damage.
mine.
Wait a sec. Can I
Yeah, I was gonna
use?
say,
Can
what's
I
that
use
deal?
bad luck to
14.
impose a 1d4 penalty on your attack roll?
Sure.
I mean, I'm just gonna burn all my sorcery points
That's
here.
fine.
Figure we'll take a rest
I gotta find a D4 if someone else wants to roll it for me.
because you're pretty low, right?
I'm not taking.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
it.
at
I mean,
45.
We don't
Well,
want
unless my
Minus
healing
4.
spells are negated, I think those will still work.
So that one, the first one missed.
The first one misses.
Thank you.
you're
But
welcome.
the second one does hit you for 7 and another DC 11 Constitution saving throw. Roll that one.
What is this for poison?
Yeah. Roll that
So I
beautiful
use 2
bean
sorcery
footage.
points on that.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
She rolled a 1, but it had a 4 after it.
So you guys are going to dispatch the last 2 spiders pretty easily. They're not running, but it's good. They're going to be dead before their turn comes back up. So we'll end the combat here.
All right.
I want to slice its head off.
You want to slice its...
We'll describe it.
Well, aren't the fangs? Can we just grab it by the fangs and just rip?
with your gauntlets?
Yes.
Sure.
You mean like a lobster?
Yeah.
Or a crab? Or
Like a lobster or crab, just rip it.
Like I could imagine Noctra grabbing by the fangs and then using the fangs to drive it down onto her knee while she brings her knee up underneath his chin.
Just crack it in half.
So like King Kong and the T-Rex.
Just crack it in half.
I will try to heal you. Let's see how well this ends up.
Heal me, heal me. I imagine the spider venom is something useful for a sorcerer like yourself, right, Tielen?
I wouldn't mind having some.
Get your vials ready.
Yeah.
Get some.
What is my spellcasting modifier? I got to remember this stuff now. Damn it.
He laid out all his spells, but he doesn't know.
Yeah,
Plus
so
eight.
I'm gonna get some venom, and I also want to get some. If there's any shiny chandelier pieces, I want to get some shiny.
Okay, yeah, there's
Get
some
some
quartz.
shiny.
And
24.
stuff.
24.
These chandeliers were definitely
24 what?
Swarovski.
Healing.
Thank
heal
you.
for
Fancy.
24.
Thank you.
Spared no
Three
expense on
plus eight.
chandeliers.
But that's to attack. That's not the spell modifier. My casting modifier is a 5 from wisdom. But when I attack something, that's my spell attack number. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of numbers
Tielen
and
has
stuff.
the +2 from the staff. Calvin, however, does not have a +2.
That is correct.
That's why he has a +8.
I remember getting a ring that gave me a plus to some things. I think it was saves and skill checks.
I believe
or
it was
something.
saves. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't I have a pool of healing?
You also have lay on hands. Yes.
I can lay.
Yeah,
I can
so-
touch. That's right. I have to touch myself.
How far away from full are you? Because I mean,
18.
I'm the cleric. You don't necessarily have to use a lot of stuff.
I'm
I can
18
do
away
that.
from fully charged.
I can do.
well, I don't want you to waste something that we may
It
need
wouldn't
later.
be. It wouldn't. It definitely would not be a waste for you to get.
Do you have a healing cantrip?
Another 12.
There are no healing cantrips
That'll do it.
We'll do
because that's
12.
at will healing. That's just
Yeah.
regeneration, which is a very powerful mechanic.
So I'm casting Cure Wounds, which is a D8 plus 5 at first level, and that was a 7 plus 5 is 12. And I cast it at third level the first time, and it was 24 that I rolled.
Appreciate it, Calvin.
Very nice.
Man,
It
you
is
got
the
hooked
warmth
up
of
this combat.
Paylor
It was
keeping
the
you
warmth
with
of
us.
play-
Yes.
It's
I
going to
guess
be
it was
your
worth
time
it.
to carry us the next round, since you were such a pussy.
So
Since I was such a pussy.
you have this grand ballroom that was once occupied by spiders and now occupied by
Us.
the smoldering remains of webs. You can see all 3 floors from this vantage point. Do you wish to enter the Argenvost Holt through this entryway, or you want to go back out to the front door and come through the front door?
After all the work we did to clear out the spiders.
Well,
Yeah, so there are like 3 double doors here that lead into
Correct.
other areas.
That is the ground floor. The second floor is another map.
I think this is the second floor. It's
Yes,
just the
that's the second
upper
floor.
half
Yep.
of that. Okay.
What can we see? Because I guess we're looking up, essentially, at the open
Exactly.
walls. What can we? Do we see anything of particular interest?
Nothing of incredible interest. I can. Yeah, these. You can see like a 4-post bed up there. So it looks like that those two rooms up there that you saw appear to be bedrooms of some sort.
You want to go in reverse, start on the top?
Work our way
That way
down.
down?
Why not?
Is that crazy?
Is there any reason to just completely explore the first floor first?
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at you, JJ.
There's also the
If
third.
you, I
floor.
hope you know.
The third floor, if someone wants to get a higher advantage point, also contains bed chambers.
If only someone had these boots that allowed him to fly up and look and see.
Yeah. Or was a were
Or was a were-raven.
Or
Should we go
either
up and
one.
check it out?
We can go check it out, and then I'll. Or I say we just climb up there and check. the
There's
third floor.
also the rooftop. You could always go from the roof and descend down.
Go up to go down.
Well, you got to be up first.
Can we? Can you guys climb up, or can we?
If you send us a rope, yeah. Totally climb.
It does
You
seem
can.
like a lot of work. Is there a reason we would work from the top down, other than just it seems cool?
I don't know.
Because someone who flies thinks that way.
Yeah, no one thinks anyone's going to come from the top.
Okay. All right.
I like this
I'm
idea.
down with it. Let's go up and toss him down a rope.
All right.
Which I definitely have.
Well, why not? Everyone's got a
Take it
50-foot
again.
rope.
Everyone's got a 50-foot rope in their
This is
adventure kit.
Dungeons and or Dragons.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have this secondary map?
Yes, we do have the top 2 levels here. If I can do this right. That was lower, and that's upper. Upper Argenvost. We just got to wait for the resolution to kick in. But which part is the top? Where are we
Area
going?
Q, that one.
Area Q. All right.
Yep.
So that'll give us a view.
This is rooftop action.
This is the rooftop. So you can see the arbalists there in the
Ballistas.
corners. Ballistas, arbalist, whatever they're called.
Big shooty crossbow things that are mounted.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
It's still loaded?
Those little towers to the side, those little rooms, that's the octagonal spire ascending even farther into the sky.
All right. And we are using Roll20 still a little bit, at least, for these maps. We won't be moving our characters around on it, but we are referring to maps, so we'll try and give a good
It's easier than
description as we
me
go.
taking
Yeah.
breaks to draw.
Right. So,
Check for
Mr.
traps.
Joshua and Tielen are up top, just hanging out, being cool, and watching Calvin and Noctra huffing and puffing.
Hey, we should have put down 2 ropes and race you.
Noctra with all of her armor climbing up the rope here.
I'm going to kick Tielen's ass when I
I
get up
actually
there.
do want 3 athletics checks
Oh, good gosh,
from
man!
each of you.
From each?
I can just take the damage now if you
Can we
want.
help them to keep the rip steadier
Yeah.
or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, you can help belay them.
Do we need to check anything?
No, just
So
these two.
while
People
we're
are
climbing up, I'll say, I'll bet I could hit them with a fireball from here. Those bastards.
Those bastards. Oh, Jesus.
I fail the first one
So you don't take 8
and the second one.
Oh my gosh.
And the third
Oh my
one.
gosh, Joe
I
just
rolled
rolled
a 2, a 1, and a 3.
His character's
And my
not very
modifier for strength is a 2, so I got nothing over a 5.
So we'll
Tie
be
the rope
leaving
around
Calvin
your
at
waist.
the
We'll just
bottom.
pull you up.
Yeah. So what do you want me to roll for?
Well, you never actually got off the ground, so there
Can't
was
even
no
hold
falling.
the rope.
Can I throw my winged boots down to Calvin? Is that allowed?
It requires an hour to attune to a new magic device.
How about we tie it around his waist?
Yeah,
And
just pull 'em
Remember,
up. Let's pull 'em
his
up.
equipment weighs more than him. You'd probably be pulling like 200 pounds up.
Yeah, but if all of us
Yeah.
do, that's not bad.
All right,
Well,
dude,
I'm saying it would be easy.
Hey Calvin,
right?
you gotta take the stairs, man. We're gonna work top down. You work bottom up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with splitting the party,
Real
right?
fun, right?
I think for the rest of this adventure, I will surround
So,
Tielen
you
in
got a
fairy
3?
fire.
14.
14, that's good. Next.
Higher.
I rolled
Yep.
2.
Ooh,
You're fine.
13.
fine.
So now the 3 of us
Yeah,
can now assist.
Tie it around your waist.
All right, so now
I've
3
I've
of
never
us,
seen
if we
the rope
all make an
before.
athletics check to haul Joe's fat
Sure.
ass, I mean Calvin's fat ass up.
Calvin's tiny. You wouldn't have been able to get me up there.
Yeah.
So a strength check for everyone?
Can I just roll an embarrassment check? Sure. A 10. I'm averagely embarrassed.
Next time we're just gonna put you in the mansion
You're
rolled
helping
up.
with the legs.
That's a good point. If I was in the mansion, could we just toss the mansion up there?
Close it up.
Close it up, throw it up.
Total of 10.
Yeah, you guys managed to haul Calvin to the top.
24.
Go
Awesome. So
payload.
that last minute and a half was just brought to you by Joe's Pride.
All done. All done. Go Paylor. So did I never tell you about? And maybe you probably hear him as you're dragging him up. His voice is softer, and it just gets louder. And louder. And then Paylor said,
All right, so we are on the roof now.
You are?
And just to be clear, the octagonal towers, they continue higher than we are. They're like
One
spires.
of
One.
them. There's
One
one,
of them, yeah.
tower
Yeah.
that goes up. It looks like 2 more levels from where we are.
Okay.
So it's probably the watchtower of some type, right?
I bet there's something sweet up in that tower.
Probably.
So
Some chick
you guys are
blonde
walking
hair.
around. You said you wanted to check see if the ballistas were loaded.
Yeah.
They the bolts are set to the side, but the wood is rotted. You think that if you tried to crank this,
It'd fall apart.
it would shatter.
It's been
Sounds
a
like
very,
a
very
challenge.
long time. A challenge accepted.
Yeah. Snap.
But as you're walking around to inspect, there's a draconic gargoyle in that northern roof peak there. And
Is it watching me?
As soon as it senses your motion, it begins to speak. When the dragon dreams its dream, within its rightful tomb, the light of Argynvost will beam and rid this land of gloom.
When
Say that
the
again.
dragon...
Speaks.
When the dragon dreams its dream, within its rightful tomb, the light of Argynvost will beam and rid this land of gloom.
So we need to put the dragon bones in a tomb.
And if you remember, it's probably something that you didn't really catalog. But when you guys were exploring the keep, when there was a one room that had a dragon skull in it,
So we need to
and I
get
asked
those...
if anyone wanted to take it.
No, we didn't.
Oh, I took it. It's in my backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Seriously.
Totally is.
What are the chances that Mr. Joshua came upon that place and took it?
it's okay though. But I will tell you what would have happened.
You
if
said you had Dimension Door. Can you just go there and get it and come back?
That's not the distance.
That's
isn't
not
that
going to
far.
happen now.
Yeah.
All right, so your spell isn't so cool, is it?
Break your staff.
The DM says no.
Maybe if you had teleport, which is a
Yeah.
5th level spell.
Yeah, Dimension Door is what, 120 feet maybe? Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I do have Prayer of Healing, so we could do that.
Yeah.
And what?
What? What do you mean, what?
Heal it back to life?
I don't know what the
I
hell
don't
I'm
get it.
talking about, like, ever.
So we need to...
Now, is this just like a recorded message?
It basically is. Yeah.
Okay.
And it keeps like every time it's kind of like that
It
stupid,
just repeats.
the stupid fish.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
go near it,
the
yeah.
Billy Bass. I guess I would like step in front of it, let it start talking, and move back.
And it
then
keeps
step in
going until
front.
it finishes message.
Oh, so it doesn't start back over
No.
again. That sucks. I kick it.
Why would you?
So you're going to climb up on top of the secondary the
Not
roof on
really.
top of the roof?
No, and the shape that it appears to be in, I will not be climbing on anything except stone. And even then, I'd be careful.
Does it look like there's been any foot traffic up here recently?
Not that you can tell of, no.
While they're looking around, could Tielen be running up the spire to see what's up there? Because he's feeling a little frisky today.
Sure.
Runs off by himself.
So you get to the
How'd
top.
that go?
That always ends well.
Yeah, the friskiness.
Wooden stairs climb to the tower's peak, which has a stone floor and 30-foot-high pitched roof. Ravens roost on crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small holes in the roof. 10-foot-high, 5-foot-wide arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of lead latticework fitted with small panes of transparent glass. You're looking around, you look out the windows. To the north and east lies a mist-shrouded valley with dark woods, a small town, and a lonely windmill on the precipice. To the south, a river flows through a foggy marsh. That was the ruins of Berez. To the west, between rocky hills, you glimpse an abbey perched on snowy mountainside, beyond a long stretch of fog-smothered pines.
Did we send Irina to the Abbey? Yeah, so that's where she is then.
Oh, no. You left her with the Blue Water Inn people,
She's at the winery.
and now she's at the winery.
Okay.
Because the
The
Blue,
Abbey was an
Blue
option at
Water
one point.
Inn was destroyed.
It was, and we decided we didn't need to go all the way to the Abbey.
Good Lord.
Let's see if that shows up.
So there's no treasure or anything up there. It's just a vantage point, JJ.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll come back down and join the party.
Okay.
Are you going
And-
to run back down?
No, I'm just going to stroll.
All right, because running up was probably neat. Probably made some noises, tapping your staff on the stairs the whole way. Yeah. We will, I guess, continue in whatever investigation is appropriate for this level of Argynvost.
All right. Nothing else of real apparent interest helps here. So there are 2 turrets.
Yeah, whichever stairway looks
Yep, those go down.
structurally sound.
Okay. So we will go down.
To the
Let's
3rd floor.
Yeah, let's pick this one. This is the one we went down. Let's
Okay.
not press that so often, Joe. No, not that either. That one. There we go. Zoom in a little. All right. So we are here. You are here.
What do we see?
That is a hallway. The rubble from the roof has collapsed through. The roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble lies a sagging floor in puddles of rainwater.
So that in the area in the middle looks like it could collapse down to the area below. We probably want to be careful there.
Make our
There
way
there
through
appear
double
to be
doors.
several doors around too, right? So we've got a double door to our right, a single door to our left.
Correct? And then that open space that's been collapsed down onto.
Okay. Who is the one in front? Because Calvin won't be. We're gonna.
We all nominate Mr. Joshua.
Everyone points at the new guy. Hey, Mr. Joshua.
Well, take a listen at those double doors on the right.
All right, you're going to take a listen?
Sure.
Sounds like undead paladins in there.
Totally.
Totally. What noises do they make? I'm an undead paladin.
So you notice that the door is shut, but long ago it looks like it was battered down by forces. And nothing makes a noise within that room.
Let's see if there's any traps on the door.
kick it in.
It is missing a door handle, so there's no lock.
Okay. I'll slowly push it open then, just to peek in.
This room is a haven for dust and cobwebs. 3 narrow windows allow slivers of light to illuminate bare oak shelves along the walls and torn, padded chair lying on its side near a cavernous hearth. A picture above the mantel has been slashed, its lower half hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall hangs open on one hinge.
Can we push that torn piece of the painting up and see if we
Well, you
recognize
got to
who it
enter
is?
the room first.
Oh, we haven't got in yet.
No, he just pushed it open and was observing.
So do we want to go in stealthily?
I'll push Noctra in and see what happens.
Yeah, well,
Other than me
we'll
getting
go
my
in
ass
quietly.
kicked.
Okay.
I want to see if I recognize who's on that portrait.
You hear the how to describe it? You hear the soft flapping sound of wings, but it's a slow, methodical flap, like a whoosh,
Like a dragon.
whoosh.
Like something's coming this way.
But you can't discern where it's coming from. A single piece of parchment blows from the top of a bookshelf, spirals lazily in the air, and lands gently atop your foot.
What does it say?
You pick it up. I actually go to Appendix F.
Ooh,
You
exciting.
got the effing note, man.
I got the F in
You got the F note, man.
Nice.
Sounds fancy.
And we will definitely, it sounds like everyone will be stepping in and looking around the room while Noctra reads the note.
Right?
It looks like we got a closet to check out, and I wouldn't mind checking out the chair.
Looks like it's beat up.
Here
but
we
it might
go.
Be neat.
The note says, "My knights have fallen, and this land is lost. The armies of my enemy will not be stopped by sword or spell, claw or fang. Today I will die, not avenging those who have fallen, but defending that which I love, this valley, this home, and the ideals of the Order of the Silver Dragon. The evil surrounds me. The time has come to throw off this guise and show these heathens my true, fearsome form. Let it spark terror in their hearts. Let them tell their stories of dark triumph against the protector of the Balanok Mountains. Let Argynvost be remembered as a dragon of honor and valor. My one regret is that my remains will not lie in their rightful place, in the hallowed mausoleum of Argynvost Holt. No doubt my bones will be scattered among my enemies like the coins of a plundered horde, trophies of a hard-won victory. I do not fear death. Though my body will die, my spirit will live on. Let it serve as a beacon of light against the darkness. Let it bring hope to a land wrought with despair. Now, to battle. Signed, A."
A what? Who was it? Oh, I get it.
Those men turned on him. He went all Silver Dragon on their asses.
Yeah.
And of course, his skeletons.
Yeah.
His bones are all missing, which we have to go retrieve and bring them back here.
So we'll have to
Fabulous.
determine what we're doing on the next episode of Adventures from the Shed.
Till then.
Till then.
Bye, everyone.
And I'll say, yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Later. Penis.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.